Sonia Morgan is fucking delusional, by the way.
What's going on with Senorita? Also going on tour. By the way, we ought to do an episode just going over all the tours because you've got Meredith Marks' DJ tour. Sonia Rita's now going on tour.
Yes,
Luann must still be doing some appearances.
she's out there.
Who else? I feel like I'm missing several people.
Um,
Joe Gorga has been doing his comedy thing with
Sheena
Frank
Shea hints
Sheena.
that there's a tour. Erica has recently been hinting that there's some
Yeah.
stuff up. Well, I'm banned, I'm sure, from Sonia's tour. If I showed up, they would escort me out. But Desperado. So I went to Tucci, the restaurant, where, in New York, I'm here in New York, for another week and a half, where Miss Morgan is banned. And, the owner we were vibing before I came out of the closet and told him who I was. Like, it wasn't that, we were already vibing. He was like, "Oh, I love your pants." I'm like, "Oh, I love you." Oh, wait, did I say that? Excuse me. Anyway, then I said, "Well, I must come out of the closet. I am behind the velvet rope, and I have a few questions about Miss Morgan." Yeah, no, she's really banned from this Tucci. They want nothing to do with her. Very small restaurant. I don't know how you would show up there with a party of five when you should have been a party of three. I mean, it's very small. Good. I gotta be like Bethany. Good food. I mean, I gotta be honest. Eh, I'm not giving such a positive review. The calamari was not good at all. Okay. And I didn't like the sauce that came with it. The chicken parm was okay, a little bit too greasy.
Okay.
And can't even really remember what else we shared. Some pasta dish. So that's not a good review. But Miss Morgan is also a little bit delusional. She's been doing some talking. Where was Sonia? She was on some carpet. And she said, "Yeah, she's putting herself back out there. She just broke up with her boyfriend." What boyfriend? Jealous of what? What boyfriend? Since when does Sonya have a boyfriend? But
Well, that
okay.
seems reasonable, doesn't it? That doesn't seem that off, does it? It seems
Did
more off that she's going on tour. I'm like, for what?
Sonya in the city. Well, she also said, life is good and I'm splitting my time between here and, Florida. I'm sorry. I'm calling bullshit on this. I want to see there's no apartment purchase. I want to see the lease. I want to see the lease that Sonia has signed on her apartment here in New York City. I would like to see a lease. Sorry. I want to know where this apartment is. Dox yourself, Sonia. Come out, girl. You ain't renting no apartment here in New York. You're not splitting your time. You live in Florida and you had an event up here. You're not splitting your time.
Well, I mean, she is a New Yorker for so many years. I mean,
Really?
no, I do have some empathy for Senorita. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, she's like, she's got dear friends there. She spent her life there. She raised her daughter there. She was a Morgan there. I mean, come on. She is a New Yorker. She lives in Florida now. Don't blame her. Your money goes so much further, That makes financial sense. It's like Bethany, don't hold on to something. Don't, just to have a zip code if you're really,
Bethany better be very careful, okay? Because she's on that plane. I mean, it don't count, girl. If you're there less than 186 days, she's, having her off-season weekend in the Hamptons. First of all, Bethany, I wouldn't exactly call September off-season after COVID. It's not exactly off-season. It's 97 fucking degrees out. And yeah, it's still busy. It's not really off-season, girl. But okay, go on. Look,
hey, did she keep her house in the Hamptons or did she end up selling that
no,
too?
she's still key. She got it, girl.
She's got the house in the Hamptons and then in Florida. No, I don't. I think that's fine with Sonia. Good for her. Look, I mean, in Sonia's defense, right? She's not going to be back on a Bravo show for a while, so she's got to do
No.
something to generate income and buzz. So the tour makes sense. I take it back. I should be kinder to Miss Morgan. And
Well, there you go. Paige is sorry. I mean, I guess that's your new one that you like to stick up for. First, it was Looney Lou and Trey. You,
I'm not like that big of a fan of Sonia. And unfortunately, look, I mean, it's
it's
sad.
okay.
We've seen over the past year, she took the bus out to the Hamptons. I mean, financially, there's been pictures that emerged.
Yes, I did take a picture of her on the bus. I mean, I wasn't on the bus. Not there's anything wrong with being on the bus. I take the bus. She gets off the bus, and there was
You
dragging
took
her
the bus.
suitcases. It is, first of all, it's the jitney. A lot of people take the jitney. Look, you have 4 ways to go.
You don't
5
take the
ways to go.
train to the end of the island by
Okay,
Amtrak
let
that
me,
goes all the way to Montauk. You take the jitney
first
bus.
of
You get
all,
on
let
a
me
bus.
explain a few things to you. When you take the train, you get off at Bridgehampton and then you call an Uber. By the way, the bus versus the same price. You don't save any money with the bus. You can take a train to Bridgehampton and then you get off and you call an Uber. Or you take the bus right to Sag Harbor. I get off on Main Street and walk basically across the street. You told me not to be so specific because you're not a fan of that. I can walk right to my house. I prefer the train, but here's the problem. The train, especially off season, the
Get it.
hours, it leaves at 7 a.m. and like 2 p.m. Well, what happens between 7 and 2? Like I got a lot of other times that I like to go. Buses every 2 seconds. Or you can take the helicopter, which is only $750, which is not that bad considering you get there in 20 minutes.
That's horrible.
But
Okay. About 20 minutes. Okay, that's pretty good.
I
Yeah.
gotta be honest with you. Not such a fan of a little chopper. I'm not really there. Nope. I'm gonna pass. I think if you do it once every now and then, but if you do that on a regular basis, you ever hear of this JFK Jr.? That shit just scares me.
Well, that's because he was flying it himself and he wasn't a,
I
come
don't,
on.
Sarah,
The
it
weekend
scares me.
warrior pilot. No, well, come on. You're not getting in a helicopter with someone who's, oh, I've only got 400 hours. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
They're
Kobe
licensed, they're
Kobe
trained, they're
Bryant,
probably,
wasn't that like a small little copter?
yeah, but there's been so much about like, did Kobe and, like kind of push the guy, like, come on, we're going up because everybody else was grounded that day because of the fog. And the mountains
Mm,
of LA. I
okay,
don't know that
well.
he was supposed to take off, but I think it was Kobe and it was,
Hmm.
okay, whatever Kobe wants and Kobe they got to be there at this basketball event and
What else you got going on?
protocols were not followed. That's why. You need somebody, don't be an asshole. Basically, you did why are you telling a helicopter pilot what to do? You should be saying what do we need to do today to be the safest? And if they say you can't fly today, Mr. Yontef, then you don't fly that day. You don't yell at them and berate them and tell them to go up anyway.
That would be I would agree with that. I would agree with
Okay,
that.
well, that's good news. Okay.
What else you got for us?
Not
You
that
got
how
some
Kobe did that, but I have a bunch of things.
ask
So,
away,
well, first
girl.
of all, Whitney Rose says her marriage is going strong-ish.
Oh, okay.
Salt Lake, is back. She says that, she and Justin, it's been bad because they lost their shirts on a business venture. Like it was really
Which
bad.
one? Is that the MLM he was in? Is it her
Yeah.
skincare that she
A lot of people are
rebranded?
thinking it's the skincare.
I think it's the skincare.
She had initially said that she had a deal for the skincare company with Soul People. And then a short time later, she shared that she was no longer a part of